Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Sue with Ade. So in today's tutorial I will be teaching you how to draft a basic body pattern, a basic body blouse. So if you are new here or this is your first time of coming across my video, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. So in today's tutorial, this is the actual tools we are going to need. You're going to need your tape rule, your ruler, your curve ruler, your scissors, your marker, your pencil too. So let's get started. So here you are going to mark your shoulder measurement. You're going to mark your shoulder measurement here. My shoulder measurement is 8 inches. So I'll mark 8 inches here. So from your shoulder line, you are going to mark your bust point, which is 11 inches for mine, and my under bust is 15 inches, and also my half length is 18 inches. So I'll take my hip line measurement, which is 26 inches. So I will take the exact same measurement again in order to get the accurate line. So sorry guys, I didn't know the pencil I'm using here is not showing well, so please just follow me. If you follow me like this, you will be able to know what I'm doing here. So I'm trying to join all the lines together. So the next thing we are going to do here now, we already marked our shoulder length, which is 8 inches. So we are going to come down here by 1 inches to mark our shoulder slant, and here you are going to come down by 3.5 inches depending on how deep you want your neckline to be. And here I'm using 3 inches, so that's 3.5 by 3 inches. So I mark my curve here like this. Always make sure your hands are very straight. So here I will mark my shoulder slant that I marked here, which is 1 inches. You can see, mark my shoulder. So here we are going to determine our chest line. So to determine our chest line, we are going to divide our bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5. Our bust circumference divided by 6, my bust circumference is 38 divided by 6 plus 1.5, so it's going to give me 7.75 inches. So this will serve as our chest line measurement. So you are going to connect it together this way, sit down, then mark it through. So the next thing you are going to do, make sure you check maybe your lines are accurate, so you connect very well. I'm trying to make the lines deeper for you guys to see very well, because I later found out that the lines are not that clear enough. So make sure you label it, your chest line, your bust point, your under bust, your half length, and your hip line. Okay, I make a mistake here. Instead of writing hip line, I wrote backs. Please don't mind me. It's supposed to be hip line. So the next thing we are going to do now is to measure your nipple to nipple. You are going to start from your bust point. So my nipple to nipple measurement is 4 inches. Like is 8 divided by 2, that is 4. So I also take my half length, which is I will also take 4 in my half length. So I will also measure 4 inches at my hip line, 4 inches. So I'm going to connect all the lines together. Like this to mark our dots. So to get our dots, I'm going to take 0.75 inches. 0.75 inches from both sides at our half length. 0.75 inches at our half length both sides, and connect. So this is how it will look like after connecting it. So sorry guys, this part doesn't show. I don't know, my phone stopped. So I'm going to redo it for you guys to see. So after marking our 0.75 from both sides at our half length, you are going to connect it from your bust point down to your hip line. Like from your hip line, I came up by 3 inches. You understand? From that hip line, I came up by 3 inches. I don't know why my phone stopped. So I came up by 3 inches. So that is why you can see that our dart doesn't extend to the hip line, because I don't want it to extend. So the next thing we are going to do here now, we are going to come up here and mark our armor. We haven't drafted our armor, so we are going to draft our armor here. So you are going to measure what you have here to your chest line. Whatever you have here, you are going to divide it by 2. So when you divide it by 2, you place it up and mark it out like this. So from where you marked, you come in by half inches like this. So from your chest line, you are going to mark your bust circumference divided by 4. Bust circumference divided by 4. So anything you have here is what you are going to mark at your chest line. So after marking your chest line, the next thing you are going to do is to connect all the lines together. You will have to connect all the lines together with your curve ruler like this. So here, let me use my marker to mark all these lines out so that it will be very visible for you guys to see very well. So the next thing we are going to do here now is to get our bust dart. And to get our bust dart, from our bust point to under bust, our front measurement is always different from our back measurement. My front measurement is 18 inches while my back measurement is 16 inches. So we are going to minus 18 inches minus 16 inches. We have 2. So we are going to take that 2. You can see me doing it like that. So from that, we mark 2 and we connect the line to our bust point area. You can see this way. So here we are going to take our body measurement. So our bust circumference is, you are going to divide your bust circumference divided by 4. What you get, you marked. And your half length here, you are going to divide your waist measurement divided by 4. What you have here, you mark it out. So after marking it out, the next thing we are going to do here, we are going to mark the dart we took. Remember, we took 0.75, so that will be 1.5. So you are going to add the dart back so that when you are sewing it, it won't be too tight, or maybe the measurement is not accurate or is not correct. Do you understand? So yeah, you are going to mark your hip line. You are going to mark your hip measurement rather. Do you understand? So after marking your hip, use your ruler to connect all lines together like this way I'm doing it. You connect all the lines like this together. So this is what we have. So the next thing we are going to do here now, we are going to come up to our shoulder length, like our shoulder measurement length, and here we are going to mark what we have here. The remaining what we have here, we are going to know exactly what we have and divide it by 2. We have 5 inches and we divide it by 2, we have 2.5. So we are going to connect it down to our bust point. That is how we are going to get our shoulder dart. So the next thing we are going to do next is to take half inch from both sides. Like this, you are going to take half inch from both sides. So after doing that, we are going to connect it down to our bust point this way. So after connecting it, is very necessary, and please don't forget, always put this at the back of your mind. What the shoulder dart, the dart that we removed, half inch on both sides, we are going to replace it to the other side. Half plus half is 1 inch, so we are going to replace it to our armhole side, then connect. So we are going to draft another armhole. So we are not going to use the first one any longer, so we are going to use the second one we drafted. So that is how we get our shoulder dart. So we are going to proceed to our back measurement. I've already taken all my measurements here, so I'm going to explain it. From our shoulder to our bust, bust point is 11 inches, and to our half length, my half length that I took at the back is 16 inches. Remember, I told you that our front half length is different from our back measurement. So our front measurement for half length to our half length is 18, while the one at the back is 16. So to take your hip measurement, you are going to mark what we have at the front measurement and mark it at our back measurement. So here I took 1 inch at my neck depth at the back. Normally the back is always higher than the front, so I took 3 inches for the neck width. So remember, our chest line is 8, like 16, 8 inches. So from there we are going to take our shoulder slant. Remember, we took 1 inches, so we are going to connect it like this. So after connecting, you know how we did this to get our chest line. Our bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5, that's how we get our chest line. So that is what we get. So this is how you are going to do it to get the accurate measurement. So yeah, I'm only trying to rule out my chest line. So I'm trying to make the lines accurate, okay? So it's not compulsory you do it that way, but I just love doing it that way. To mark, I just want to make my lines accurate. I don't want it to be bending, or the other side won't be complete, or the other side won't be accurate. I don't want it to be like that. I just want it to be accurate. So that's our chest line. So the next thing we are going to do here now, next, is to get our armhole. So to get our armhole, I told you what we have here, we are going to divide it by 2. So we are going to mark it out. So after marking it out, we come in by half inch, and here your bust circumference divided by 4. What you have, you marked. So after marking it, you connect all the 3 lines together, all the 3 dots. You connect it together using your curve ruler. So the next thing we are going to do here is to get your nipple to nipple measurements. So my nipple to nipple measurement here is 8 divided by 2 is 4. So you roll it down this way. So after that, we want to get our shoulder dart measurement. So you connect it together. Remember, I said what you have here, you're going to divide it by 2. So you connect it together. You are going to take half inch for both lines. So you are going to connect it to your bust point. So after that, half inch plus half inch, that is 1 inch. You are going to replace the dart to your armhole. Okay, so you are going to draw another armhole. So that that is what we are going to use. The other armhole is what we are going to use. So the next thing you're going to do here now is to take our that measurement, which is 0.75. Remember, we took 0.75 from our front measurement. So here you can mark it out, come up by 3 inches here, because I came up by 3 inches. So you come up by 3 inches and mark. The other time I didn't show it. I don't know why my phone stopped, but here it shows. It's showing. So see, this is the way I connected it. So what we are going to do next here is to take our body measurement. So I'll take my body measurement here, my bust circumference divided by 4. I'll mark what I have, my waist measurement divided by 4. I'll also mark what I have here. So and my hip line also, I'll take the measurement, my hip line divided by 4. So what I have, I'll mark it out. So after this, guys, I'm going to, I make a mistake. It's not really a mistake. I didn't add my zipper allowance, so I'm going to cut out a pieces of brown paper. So I will attach it to where I normally have my zipper allowance. So I'm going to attach it and use my paper sellotape to gum it down. Here I'm making all the line visible. I use paper sellotape, so it will be less visible for me to see very well. So I'm making all the lines visible enough for me to see and for you guys to see too. So I'm making it visible for you guys to see. So yeah, I'm going to mark 1 inch all through for my zipper allowance. So I'm using 1 inch for my zipper allowance. So I'll connect all the lines together and cut out the remaining excess I had here. So I'm no more using that. So I've gotten my zipper allowance. So I will connect it. I'll connect it together like this. So zipper allowance. So what next we are going to do here now is to remove our zipper bulge. Yes. So to remove our zipper bulge from our zipper allowance, we are going to come in by ½ inch or 0.75, like the way you want it. So you are going to connect it the way I'm connecting it. So the next thing you are going to do is to do your waist contouring. So I'm using ½ inch for my waist contouring. So I'll connect it to my waist, like to the ends, to the side of my waist here. So after that, this is what it look like when we are done. So I'm going to split the back and front. Like I'm going to split the back from front because I want to make use of the back. So I'm going to label it. I'll write front on the front side and I'm going to write back at the back pattern. So the next thing we are going to do now is to, you can see our bust that we are going to cut it out for you guys to see. Just follow the way I'm cutting it. I don't know how to explain it very well. So after this, we are going to reconnect body our body measurements like this, because we've already taken our bust that, so it's necessary for us to retake it. So after cutting it out, this is what it will look like. So you can sellotape this place together when you want to use it to cut your fabric out, because in your fabric you don't have to join the shoulder parts, so you have to sellotape it together, okay, to give you a very nice shape. So you have to sellotape it, I mean the pattern paper together, to give you a nice shape, okay. So the back, I'm going to cut out the ones I don't need, like this. So just watch me the way I'm cutting it out. So the next thing we are going to do here is our waist contouring. So we are going to cut out the dart we took from here. You can see just the way I'm doing it. So you place it on top like this, and then sellotape it together, okay, like this. So this is the end of our tutorial. This is what our basic body will look like. So you can use this pattern to cut your fabric, and it's going to give out a very nice effect, okay. If you find this video helpful, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like my video, and comment. And also you can ask questions, and I will be able to reply you. Thank you for watching. Bye.